Sometimes I might seem unconventional. Sometimes I try avoid the usual. The people try to tell me how to live. I try to live my own life, my own way. Let me live my life. Oh, let me live my life. Let me live my life. Oh, let me live my life right now.
The logistics of traveling 5 days on the road, we've got 3 vehicles. We have to get from this into a boat, do a 2-hour boat trip across to Vilanculos, load up the vehicles, and then start like an 8-hour drive down to Imambane.
We had spent an awesome 3 days at the Bazaruto Lodge, and it was now time to start heading back home to South Africa. We had travelled as far north as we were going to and now faced the prospect of a very long haul back down to Cape Town, a necessary evil that removed smiles from everyone's faces. As much as we were happy to be going home, we were sad at leaving Mozambique after an incredible 4 weeks. The long journey home, however, was not going to be without issues.
We left the land about 5 minutes ago, and we're not going any further at this stage. I think there's water in the fuel line again.
Huh?
We're in the middle of the bay, we have a boat go down, we have to transfer everything from one boat to another. And this is only the first day of our down travel to the wild coast.
Lucky for us, a little bit of spit and polish and repairs on the fly sorted out our problem, and our travelling circus was again underway. Ahead, we still had to transit from boat to shore, sort out our pots, pans, egos and luggage, and then load up the vehicles.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vehicles, 2 trailers, 18 people, 5 days.
We said our goodbyes and then hit the road with the plan to stop at a village that was renowned for its killer chili sauce. Friends we had met earlier on the travels had said, if you get a chance, stock up on this addictive mouth-scorching condiment. Apparently, this village has the Zen master of chili, and it's going to make negotiation difficult.
Too expensive. Easy prepare. 200 metric. We paid less in South Africa. It's the negotiation stuff again. 100. 150. I've got already. I bought for in Imambane for 100. So why must I pay? Thank you.
I'll have one for 100.
100.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Obrigado. For Arnold down at Pride Assault, he asked us to get the devil's sauce.
Having been in Mozambique for 4 weeks meant that I was finally beginning to feel like a local. Well, almost.
Oh, you know, it's just the smell that does it for you, man. That nice uric acid, you're in Africa, flies buzzing smell.
Can we put a sticker here? Come ahead.
Where's my book?
I often get asked who all the people are that travel with me. They're my friends and my crew, and that's the same thing. And even though half of them are crazy, they're my life support system on the road, and they keep me sane. Well, more or less.
Back at Barra, we've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. It is now 3, 11 hours on the road.
I'm this tired. If that makes any sense?
Can I join you? And then we
Yeah,
make it
okay.
that tired.
Yeah, this tired.
So listen, we're going to be climbing this tree because we want to go and fetch a coconut. And, well, seems we don't have to anymore.
Why climb when the gods are with you, huh? Time for a cocktail. We got rum.
Day 2 of our 5-day return journey down to the Transkei. We have officially been on the road today for 29 days.
The closer you get to home and loved ones, the more spirits seem to pick up. I think that after such a long trip, everyone's getting really excited. Me included.
Come on, back up.
5 days. It's only day 2. Look what I have to put up with.
How's the drive been?
Pretty good, good music, good company, enjoying it.
It's the drive show, all we do is drive.
Hi. Hi, my name's James. Who are you? Oh, you look like Danny, only cuter. Producers.
My hands have turned into leaves.
Not exactly a gourmet meal, eh?
It's gourmet.
That's gourmet.
But it's gourmet for Mozambique, let me tell you.
Bro, why you keep sticking that thing in my face?
You're just always there.
Watch, Justin's coming down. I bet you one day with the temperature he'll be in hospital. I guarantee it. One day he'll go to the doc. I've been 5 days. And then Bowman sorted me out with some anti-kill germs device. Can't even talk.
Tomorrow morning we've got to get up at 4 and do 700 kilometers to the border of Swaziland, including a half an hour to maybe like a 4-hour stop at the border post where we've got to try and get our deposit back for our gear. And I think I'm going down like young Faber. I think he's made us all sick. I'm thinking maybe we can slit his wrists for him.
I'm just making sure that everything per vehicle marries up to our cross-border papers.
Hi, how are you doing? We're here at Blaine. Things are going on, people are packing.
So far in 2 days we've been stuck in cars for more than 23 hours. This much time in a car is no fun and definitely backbreaking.
It's day 3 of our 5-day return trip down to where we're going to Transkei. Day 30 on the road, and I'm beginning to feel a little bit broken now.
Hi, can you hear me, Rita? Hello?
We've been on the road for 13 hours. We've arrived at the Pongola Game Reserve where we're staying overnight. And we can't get in. Hello?
This is bordering on the second time I've thrown my toys out the cot on this trip.
Rhinos, buffalo, hippos, leopard and crocodile. No fucking around in the bush, please. Right. Look around the camp.
Nah.
Sir, yes, sir.
We let you in here. Thanks very much. You can follow me.
Great, thank you.
They told us that we must be careful of lions and tigers and bears, but then they bring us here in the dark. So we can't see anything.
I haven't had shoes on for 3 weeks.
Medic.
We arrived late last night at Konkoni, which is wildebeest fishing camp. And you know, the nice thing about arriving at a place at night is that you don't know what it looks like. So this morning woke up pleasantly surprised to elephants trumpeting, fish eagles flying around, and it's really a beautiful spot out here. It's day 4 of our travel down to the wild coast. And you know, in a sense, I think I lost some of my mojo in Mozambique. Trying to cook with local ingredients the whole time just made it really difficult. So I'm getting my mojo back. Hence, I'm making all my mates a little bit of a breakfast bomb. Won't you bring me my dough there? It's just a straight bread dough, and if you can't figure out how to make this, look in Jamie Oliver's book for a recipe, eh? You can see how nice and spongy this dough is. Won't you get your hands all sticky and roll that out for me? My potjie pot, my Dutch oven, is line it with olive oil so that the dough, when we put it in here, doesn't stick. Rub the oil all the way around the pot and break a whole whack of eggs. A little bit of milk to make an egg custard. Sunil, are you sitting and filming? Hey, are you really? Suppose if I can sit and cook, you can sit and film. You've been following my example. I like cooking in the outdoors. You know why? It's so laid back. Birds chirping, smell of a fire drifting across my nostrils. All good stuff. Just break up the egg yolks. A little bit of whisking, doesn't have to be a lot. Add in some milk. You can also do cream. And that's the basis for an egg custard. It's the same as a quiche, really. And then Garth, I think you're about ready there, huh? Help me, help me, help me. Put that into your potjie pot or your pot and just push it down, keeping the edges up like that. Then this is the interesting part. Add in our egg yolk, some pan-fried mushrooms, and they've just been fried until they've lost all the extra moisture. Pan-fried onions and garlic, chipolata sausages, bacon, pan-fried as well. Looking forward to this, actually. You know what happened to me in Mozambique? After cooking seafood for like 4 weeks, I lost a little bit of my mojo. I actually started not enjoying the cooking. And in this mammoth 5-day travel down from Mozambique back to South Africa and then to the wild coast, I've slowly been finding it again, which is quite cool. And I think a large part of that has to be with me going to the Transkei, because that's one of my favorite places in the world. I can see the faces already, hey, you guys. Sniffing around for a little taster, huh? Watch last piece. Okay, and then the tricky part now, Garth, is to try and close this up on top, because you want this to bake inside the bread. You know what, Garth? Let's take a raw onion and put it in the center like you do with a pie, just to hold it up, because the last thing you want this to do is to collapse. Run, run. It's called the cooking conundrum, how you make things on the fly. Thanks, Garth. You can see I'm not going to be playing cricket for the A team. The trick here is to join this all up without making holes in the dough. I think just like that, just fold it over, Garth. A little bit too much custard, but it's okay. Put the lid on. An electric oven generates heat all the way around your dish. So what I'm doing with the potjie pot is putting some coals on top and underneath to give it even heat all over the place. And that'll help crispy up the dough and cook the custard inside. Whew. This is bloody hot. I think I should be doing it like this. All that's left to happen is that has to cook up for the next half an hour to 45 minutes until the dough goes all nice and crispy and the egg custard cooks inside. In the meantime, I think I'm going to get everyone to start packing their stuff, because we've still got a 3-hour journey to Durban today, staying with an old friend of mine in tomorrow. 700 kilometers later, we arrive on the wild coast. And I think that's one of those places that you'll see me at my happiest, because it feels like my second home. I think it's done. Still a bit moist, a little bit further to go. And that was Garth's idea. Never tried this one before, so wherever young Garth may be, well done, because it seems like an excellent way to have a bit of breakfast in the morning. Oh, look at that. Help me, someone. Drank it. Oh, no. Okay, just stand there.
Should I just do the rest? Should I take over?
I'm trying to figure this out. Cheeses, tomato, salad, chutney sauce, and that's it. Dude. It works for me. How does it taste, bro?
Fabulistic, bro.
Good. I can't deny it. Breakfast was awesome.
After breakfast, we headed down towards Durban in KwaZulu-Natal for an overnight stop off at an old friend's house. Somehow, I don't think Jeff and Sally were quite prepared for 18 travel-hardened and filthy guests, but their hospitality was just superb and was exactly what the travel doctor had ordered.
How's it? Best production company in Durban, SP Production.
The bath here and there's another bath.
Travel opens up your eyes to a world of cultures, places and personalities. The more I travel, the more of an addiction I have and the more I want to travel. It's a beautiful cycle, one I wouldn't replace for all the wildlife in Africa. Right now though, I just want to get down to the coast.
How much is a bottle of Spice Gold?
Gold, it's 98 Rand.
We are one of
Yet again we've arrived in the dark, but that's okay because tomorrow morning you get to see my favorite place in the world. So welcome to the wild coast of Southern Africa. Guys, you following, eh? Watch out for the cartoons, eh?
I'm glad you didn't have a big bin.
No, we need a lighter. Oh, come on, guys. Well, maybe we can find one.
Sorry,
Come
you stole them all.
Matches. I can't believe no one's got matches or a candle. Have we found matches or candles yet? Have you ever seen a monkey with an organ grinder? This is called a lister. It's famous around the world for powering holiday homes, farms, anywhere that's out of the way. Last night when we arrived, I said I'd blow you away. And this is it. This is the wild coast. This is the one place that makes me tick. And you know, after 5 days of travel, 3 border posts, 3 countries, thousands of kilometers, this is exactly the type of respite we all needed. The only thing my friends don't know is that the first day here is always a maintenance day. In a sense, they got to earn their keep before they can play. So I'll cook up a little oxtail. We'll all do some cleaning of the garden, some painting of window frames, sort out the water. There afterwards, 9 days of R&R. Here, one of the most beautiful places in the world.
I'm gonna go collect the saw, chop some trees down, Ben. This bendy saw, isn't it?
Coming to the Transkei and being so removed from normal society means that you have to be able to do all the repairs yourself. Whether it's the generator or the gravity spring-fed water system, here I'm mechanic, fisherman, electrician, plumber, and cook. Clean that outbow and check the levels in the battery, because once it's running it can charge.
I'm going to get it running, and then I'm going to run off.
Dan kan zien als de house loopt clean, hè?
Working hard, right?
Yes, now it's finished now. I'm going to take a shower and have a relaxed time. Cool.
Fix the water. Ran out of water last night. There's a leak somewhere in the pipe. I think I finally solved our problem. We had a water leak there and there. Hopefully, we can now have like a hot shower, clean our clothes and stuff, because for 5 days on the road, we haven't had an opportunity to do that. As reward for the guys though, for helping me around the spot, I'm gonna make that hearty oxtail stew now. So shall we go? Oxtail needs to cook for hours. So the first thing we're gonna do is roll these in some flour, salt and pepper. Ta-da! Pan fry them, and then we're going to stack them up in here. And you two can find something else to do. Or come do it. You can do it, and Garth and I can go and sit on the beach. Sure. It is now the Wesley and Cassie cooking show.
Okay, come. What do we do, Garth?
Yeah, what do we do, Garth? Oxtail, right? Ready? Can we do this?
Yeah, okay. I'm just going to get the things right for you.
Yeah, I want to watch this.
Good idea.
It's all the maintenance.
You know, the beautiful thing about the Transkei, and I say beautiful a lot, but here it applies more so than ever, is that you just become so relaxed. We've got nowhere else to travel other than the places we feel like exploring here. Pitch it like this, and then roll it in flour so it's all covered. You can talk to each other, hey? You can talk to each other. You don't have to stand here. I see that.
chefs, not cooks.
The next thing is we have to start sealing them up. Brown up that meat to seal it, and the flour on those oxtail pieces will also help thicken up the sauce just now. Right? Do you approve?
Yeah, I can let them go for a while longer.
And cut. Slow process. Take your time, no rush, especially when you're on holiday. Don't cover me in flour. Don't even think about it.
Oh,
Garth, however,
God.
yeah, I'll even hold him. Well, the next step is once this is all pan fried up, we will stick it in here, we'll add some stock with red wine. Fry some onions and garlic, chuck that in here, mixed in with some stock and some Mozambique flour just to thicken it up a little. And that's that. Only got one knife, you can be my assistant, bro. Just juggle or something with it. Do the... We've got 4 oxtail, 4 onions, about 8 carrots. Yes, just imagine what this is going to be like. Looks like about enough garlic. Trying to do this as quickly as possible. It's almost low tide. Gotta go get a bit of bait. Gotta go do a bit of fishing. Come back, finish eating dinner. Stack them in, eh? Right, garlic, onions, carrots. Garth, you're taking lessons here, hey? You see that, hey? Everything ready for me when I need it. What is it about the Transkei that the minute people get here, they start misbehaving? Wesley, is the true self coming out? Oh God, everyone's laughing here. Enough now, serious cooking show going on here, man. Yee, Whiskers, help me, man. Yes, please. Got some Mozambique, that's just to help thicken the sauce up a bit. And that's stock in there. Got a sauce paste until it's about virtually covered. Some red wine. We're using a Fairview Shiraz. Always use the best wine that you can. And into the oven. Tin foil first. What would I do without you, Garth? And then into the oven at about 150 degrees for like 4.5 hours. What I really love about food like oxtail is that with a little bit of foresight, you can make it in the early afternoon, chuck it in the oven, and then spend the rest of the day doing exactly what makes you tick while it's slow cooking. Don't you think that's the way life and food should always be?
Hello, children. I'm going to tell you the story of a little wooden figure man. He's a merry little fellow with twinkling eyes and very big... Ah! Are you a toy? Clickety-click. Are you a toy? Clickety-click. Ah! Chuffety? Chuffety, chuffety, chuffety.
Well, are you?
Chuffety, 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 chuffety.
It's been a long and arduous day of relaxing in the Transkei, and our oxtail is falling off the bone. We have our ganoush, our sampan beans. It is kept piping hot in our wonder box. All that's left to do is dish up for ourselves. I'll call everyone else to come dish up. Look at some of that nice fatty gravy and some roasted veggies. And then we're eating by candlelight in there. Grubs up, eh? What do we feel like? This is the part of the show where the music starts pumping up. All you see is people chinging glasses, eating their food, making merry, being happy. I don't have to tell you that story. They will. Cheers. Look at that. It just falls off the boat. Look at that. I'm about to have an orgasmic moment.
Eating dinner with your friends always makes me think that this is how family life should be. In this modern day and age, fast food, microwavable dinners eaten alone can never be a substitute for the real thing.